Hello everyone, it's MyTyme here. First of all, I'm going to apologise, this episode is not going to be a long one, but my main apology comes to those of you who are in my last season. Now, there were 3 of you who mentioned that you'd either seen my channel or subscribed, etc. And I wanted to give you all a big shout out and say thank you, but I was so annoyed with the last season that I forgot. The only person I remember is Cole. So if any of you, any of the other guys who were in there, please just leave it in your name, in-game name in a comment. I will shout you out and thank you in my next video. Cole, I remember you, dude. I don't know why I just do. Not too sure how well you did in it, because I basically went through the season losing 3 games in qualifying. Then we've got to the first round. I'm asleep. I've somehow won the first game with literally no energy. And then miraculously, I've ended up winning it. And then I've lost the next 4 games. So, absolutely no energy, and I'm out. I was so gutted and annoyed about it to end up with that stupid ultra rare reward that I just claimed the reward, went out, I was at work, went straight into next season, didn't even think about it, and then a little bit later thought, oh dear. So yeah, sorry people. But that was the sad note. Now, as you can see here, I've lost, and here you go. This is another example. I wasn't boosted. Perfect. There's a defeat. Let's come in here. I did boost obviously just before, well, the game had already started and I've lost, but without being boosted, I will lose games. As you can see, if I was boosted or even halfway through, I would have won comfortably. So I should get through again into the qualifying, but this time when we get nearer to the end, what I will do is click manage season, and I will go down and I will use this assistant manager. As you can see, for 100 credits it will refill 6 players with lowest energy for 20 games. So once we get close to the qualifying games, now once we get to about game 80 or so, I'm going to make sure I use that, so if I do forget or fall asleep or anything, I at least will get through the first few rounds fully energized. So my mistake, I can't do anything about that. But on to slightly happier note, we have a road to the cup here. My best bet is halfway through Jeff Skinner. I'm going to go for Riley Sheehan. I'm at the point now where I think I'm on Epic for hard. Yep. Okay, I'm only just about in Epic tier. Yes, Epic Plus. So it's getting to the stage now where I'm kind of winning games 7-5 if I'm winning them. So I can't see me being able to do +7s for much longer. I'm going to have to fall down to the +5s probably to complete him. And then I'm guessing it'll be +2s. Or whatever to get through Riley Sheehan. So I can't see myself playing all the way through Chris Chelios as well, with only the Sunday to go, but we will see. I'm probably going to spend more of my time on my NBA, but I do have a single Riley Sheehan, so that's what's going to make me maybe try and get him. Now, one bit of positive note is I did pull a legendary card during this, and it is in the form of Logan Couture. So he's added to the deck another centre, which is great, as you can see here. All my legendaries, 3 centres and the goalkeeper. So good news is it is a board pool from playing the game. I've started to load them up a bit. As you can see, all the players I tend to load them up with a bit because their points. Sorry, let me show you what I'm trying to talk about. If I was to click on training now, as you can see, the levels 19 out of 49 out of 40. The first, say, 9 levels for any card are pretty easy to do. It doesn't take too many cards to get them up to that stage. So I kind of get all the cards up to a stage to get that initial boost to their stats, and then I focus on finishing training up the cards I want to use. So you can see a lot of these cards at least level 8 or 9, and then we go down to all the cards that I'm not using, which I haven't leveled. So all these cards are my RTC, and they've all got some level in them, so it just increases their base stats. So for example, Brendan Gallagher, for rather than being low 200s, he's had like 50 points plus added to all of his stats, and it just helps you that little bit extra in the road to the cup. So Logan Couture is up here. He's in the mix. Now, if the legendary card was a pro, then maybe I'll try and just grind my nuts off to get it. Maybe buy some more game nights and just see if I could get the cards. But for another single, you know what? I'm going to wait. I still don't have a legendary pro, so I'm going to go back into this epic season. I'm more than happy to show all you guys. One person in the last season, which I can't remember, did ask about the deck that I was using in that. As you can see here, I'm using 5 Epic Pros. I'm in Epic tier, so Epic Pros is about as good as you're going to get. You'd be very, very unlikely to come across a Legendary Pro, and if you do, it's probably only the 1, maybe the 2, obviously, because not a lot of people in Epic tier will be rolling with Epic Pros. Unfortunately, I don't have the Keeper Pro to go with it, but my bench is what it is. I don't pretty much use the bench. The one person I will use is I can bring in my Derek Stepan and either swap him for Doug Gilmour, and then I only need 5 energies to boost the rest of the team, or I can put him in some of the other positions out of place to kind of like give them a breather on the bench. Now, I do still need to improve Marcus Johansson, so my team can get a bit better, but pretty much as you have seen with the people I'm playing against, if you adopt a similar tactics, say for example you are in Super Rare and you have say 4 Super Rare Pros or so and a couple of Rare Pros out there, just put all your bench full of common cards or uncommon cards that you don't need to keep yourself in the Super Rare tier, but to artificially, should we say, improve the overall quality of your team, because if I put all my best cards on the bench, I would probably be into Legendary tier, but not having any Legendary Pros in that, I'd probably lose most of the games. So that is why I'm still in Epic tier and using such strategy. So I would recommend, if you watch my video and you want to try and give yourself the best chance of getting to the finals or at least the semis, to adopt this kind of tactic, because if we go to schedule, not to disparage other teams, we'll click on Ryan here, who's got a good record so far. As you can see, even not energized, I'm beating him because he's using ultra rares and ultra rare pros. He has absolutely no chance. Unfortunately, we'll click on Michael Park as well, so not energized fully, but was similar. So there we go. Lucky I've seen stats for the first one, Epic Pros, and he's got 2 ultra rare pros, won't be my Epic Pros, and 1 Epic Pro, 1 non-epic Epic single against 2 Epic Pros. So overall, again, he's going to struggle against my team. So that's a little bit of a season tactic for you, and an update with my latest, in fact my only board pool, which wasn't the freebie you get for entering the tier. So that's a bit of good news. I'm going to go back to probably playing a few of these games, focusing on my NBA. Let me know what you're going for in the road to the cup. And I said, once again, those of you that were in my previous season, please let me know, and I would like to give you a shout out. I'll be back again at the end of the event, see if I can get anything else decent and see what card I get. And hopefully I'll be here soon with a pro, a Legendary Pro, another pro epic at least in Riley Sheehan, and possibly when this season finishes, we will give it a shot in the Legendary season. Well, that'll be my time. Thank you very much for watching as ever, guys, and I will see you all soon.